Okay. So I'm very fucking late when it comes to Sonic Frontiers. Now, how good is it? If you ask me, again, I'm very fucking late to this shit. But if you ask me though, no higher than 6. But hey, man, it's like the best Sonic game shit. Hold on. I'm also gonna cover like the Final Horizon shit. So let me just get this out of the way too. When it comes to like the base game, you know what? Let me just touch like the Final Horizon, because like talking about that will be much shorter. Final Horizon. All it shows is some big ass shit. Oh, another big ass shit. I guess it's another Titan. What's it, Attack on Titan? So that and possibly another super one for Sonic, which it kind of looks like freaking Super Kaioken or some shit. Like, I don't fucking know. His eyes turned blue now. Okay. He's a little more red. Okay. Well, how much you want to bet he's still not going to take any damage when he gets hit? Supersonic. So we get Apollo's supersonic, new supersonic form, and new characters and more challenges. Now it's kind of weird how we're not showing who the new playable characters will be. It's probably new challenges. Okay. I wanted to bet though that it's gonna be more level based than enemy based. That's all that's gonna be, man. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess I can just touch on the base game, which I did see that had a few more updates, but anyways, hold on. So the thing here is that the game is piss easy. How easy? Well, DSP, like pretty much like the worst Let's Player on the platform of YouTube, had an easy ass time in the game. He was still fucking up, but he died very few times, where literally everyone else only died by accident. This dude, he dies because of incredible incompetence, incredible amounts of stupidity. Like, his death made no fucking sense. But it's like when it comes to like the enemies and most of the bosses, coasting. I seen him do like platforming stuff, but even the platform looks mad easy. Like you like kind of literally have to try to die in them shits. And then guess what? It's another boost game. Yay! Oh, it's the best on the game. And then the freaking level up system, like, it's bad enough that I've seen like a whole lot of that shit when it comes to progressing and getting stronger and getting better shit. If it ain't the Chaos Emeralds, it's the fishing. If you just spam fishing, you'll kind of get everything. Cause like I think they made it like material based, but you can get all the materials due to like spam fishing shit. And like the progression is very fucking linear. I've already touched on like how like poor the skills are. Which going a little deeper into the combat might be its own video, comparing that with like Unleashed, because I had a few people from when it comes to like comparing that to Unleashed. But to say that the freaking combat is shallow, you might as well say the sky is blue, because it is fucking shallow. Like, is literally fucking mashing and auto combat to promote. Guess what? Even more mashing, even more straight, more pretty much lane combos to the necks, and like the freaking enemies, like they try to like go for like a sort of Zelda angle to where you have to open them up by doing something, something else other than mashing. But that's it. Once you open them up, they're fucking dead, essentially. So it makes one wonder why they even bother with this whole level up system anyways. Now I did see though that bosses could do like a fuck ton of damage to you if you're not at a certain level, and if they're apparently on like a much higher level to where they can do like they can just take like a whole lot of rings away. Like this ain't freaking Shadow the Hedgehog where if you get hit you lose like 10 rings. No, like you can lose like hundreds of like rings possibly. Now the thing about taking damage in this game is that you can just literally hold guard on the ground in midair and spin yourself in midair by holding it, and it's the parry. Yeah, easy mode, just coasting because of cheap ass shit. Zero skill. Now sure, I think there are like a few bosses where you can't really use it because they actually have you freaking skydiving, rail grinding, or like it's one of them like racing boss battles. But generally, we're talking about really fucking easy shit, man. Like freaking baby mode. Well, I'm willing to bet that people that freaking try to do no damage runs had an easy ass time as well. But yet, well, like IGN like reviewed this game wrong. They put out like terrible like reviews for this game. It's at least a 7 out of 10. What? Oh my god, man. Like there were only like a few bosses where they actually, it takes some strategy, and they're actually hard to beat. Well, at least relatively hard to beat. Because even with DSP, it didn't take him like forever to like beat. What was it, like the Shinobi boss? I think it only took him like just a few tries. So like when it comes to the gameplay, and then it's like I really fucking don't like what they did with the speed. The speed, song starts out slow. Like I hate when the song games just fucking do that. Like his name is Sonic, he should be fast out the gate. Damn the continuity. His name is fucking Sonic. He'll expect him to be fucking fast. So to make him seem like he's going no faster than 50 miles per hour, we already failed here. And then I've seen that even when you max out his speed, he's not even that fast. Like motherfuckers, I think I saw like a modder or two that try to make him even faster. When we're doing type of shit like that, that's how you know we fucked up. And then like they did bring back the drop dash, but even then like I can't remember the specific reason. I may have it in like text somewhere, I don't know, but they fucked that up too somehow. Amazing, right? So yeah, we fucked up on and then speaking of bosses, when it comes to fighting the Titans, apparently Base Sonic can't do it. Nah, like we gotta do Super Sonic. And what's the thing about Super Sonic? Invincible. And I want to bet that it'll take me forever to see if anyone fucking died in the fights. Now, Sure, you can give a credit and say these are like the best presented supersonic boss fights in the series. I'll give it that. But when it comes to the general gameplay, you need to stop there. And then like, oh boy, that's a bomb ass music. Now, when it comes to like the music, you put that and literally any other fucking game, you put that shit in friggin' Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, DBZ, like Drama Fighter Z, or any of the Budokai games. That's kind of been the case. But anyways, like I think you all get the point. You can play in almost any other fighting game, and it was just fit. Like we kind of lost the identity when it comes to the music and the Sonic games for modern Sonic. That might be it. Some sort of video. Like it'll take some actual analysis for that type of shit. But I'll just leave it there. So we missed the mark for music, essentially. If you could disagree with that, like I don't care. I'm not putting that shit on my playlist. I'm sorry. And even like the stage music, I wasn't blown away by it. Again, I'll just get the music there, and then story. And then one more thing about the gameplay, I saw there's a whole lot of pop-ins too, but okay. Let me get to the story. Why don't you start with the story? Okay. So we have the ancients who got wiped out because of the Titans. It's like, okay. And their technology got left behind on this planet, and like on these like 4 islands. I saw there's some bullshit when it comes to like, actually unlocking the islands, but I'm not gonna get into it. But when it comes to a story for this shit, okay. So what we're seeing here is that Sage got uploaded and like knows everything that happened to them. But apparently she don't have faith in like Sonic to take care of the job for him. To take care of like this like big threat with the Titans. So she's like, well, fuck off, man. I'm not gonna tell you shit. Like you might as well just warp away. I don't know why you had to tell him that over and over again over the course of the story. And it's like she knows she can't do shit about him, or she would have took care of him herself. So and then you have this like really weird thing with like Eggman where he sees her as his daughter, and it's like like whatever. It's like honestly, like it's weird. Like I don't know how much time they spent with each other, but it's nothing deep. I'd say like beyond like he spent a lot of time with her apparently. Even then, I'm not too sure. See Orbot and Cubot like as her brother. Like when I mentioned Orbot and Cubot, we're reaching lows, or we're scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. Because everyone knows those. No one cares. So Sage is a really weird fucking case. So yeah, again, like we like took many steps back yet again in terms of story quality. Because like what I explained was like mad fucking basic. Yeah, the story throughout the course of the game wants to like put out theories and like other perspectives. Well, this might happen, that might happen. This is used for that. But I think it was like towards the end of the game, it just spelled out for you. Like, what was the fucking point? even if they left it to like what ifs and theories, like it's not good because we're just talking about like a civilization that got wiped out, like a race, the ancients that got wiped out, like with eight, and it's like they kind of took that name from freaking the ancients from fucking Sonic Boom, and it wasn't even good there, so I don't know why they did that again. And it don't stop there, because throughout the game too, and want to stay referencing freaking every fucking game. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they like reference Sonic Shuffle at that point, because it's literally every fucking game. You know, including like the spin-offs. Of course, that's it 1 and 2. And then the IDW that freaking Snorefest comic series. And it's like we got Ian Flynn to like write this story, yet it's this underwhelming. That don't tell me quality, y'all. I'm sorry. Like at this point, even Sonic Heroes is even in a better place. I'm sorry, like, because at least Sonic Hero Stories was like good, somewhat short, and well packaged, if you ask me. Plus, we got to fight Super freaking Metal Sonic and his forms, and he doesn't match mine, but I'm just saying there. Anyways, plus like I'm talking about a game that people want to shit on though. So that's how, like that's how rough we are right now. So I'm saying that like a whole lot, but you have to realize that we're really not in a good spot, honestly. So this is like a whole lot of like nostalgia debate, I suppose, sure. So it's like instead of like actually giving us those experiences again, letting us play as other characters like off the bat, like we're just here wishing with some of the dialogue when it comes to even references. And then you have like this other stuff with Sonic interacting with like his like fans interacting with his friends through like it's through like projections. That's what that shit is, man. Alright, I think it really was their data, but anyways, because I think at some point he has to like save him or some shit. I'm not too sure. Like I don't know what the fuck they were thinking here, honestly. Like they should just let us play as like Tails and Knuckles. Like that should be like the base roster. Like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, because everyone knows those characters and wants to play as those characters. Like I don't know what it is, but say it don't want that to be a like regular thing. Get the fans, like get the fans. Like none but that. And then with this fucking trailer, yet again, like was the last time people would temper their expectations on something, and then I dig suck it later. Like it's practically never at this point. Like that time was like freaking a long ass time ago. And then when it comes to like the final, should I get to the final fight? Is there anything else? Like okay, like the freaking when it comes to like interacting with his like friends, they try to give them like their own like character progression through like the Cocos. I think that's what they're called. And it's like, why that and not give us Chow? Like we're working backwards. I'm sure Sega has those models still for like the older Chows. So why not just give us freaking the Chow Guard? Like that's what this kind of is, honestly. Because everyone loves Chow. Like even I love freaking Chow. But Sega, like they just don't want to give us that for some reason. But like when it comes to this game, probably no one talks about it. Like they just compare and like that's it. And I think some of those like little creatures die or something. So it's like, imagine that happened to the child. Like that would make that a whole lot more like substantial. Like that would actually have some weight to it. Like that felt so weird. Even I didn't want to think about it because no one want to lose child. Like especially when you hear that song. Like, oh my god, I would that my heart beating. That my heart shattering when I first heard that, like as a kid especially. Even to this day, it still gets to me. But anyways, probably they reference that. But all right, anyways. So, and then like that shit with tails, like freaking. Okay, might be a video if someone's like if someone really wants it. But when it comes to like Tails and how they treat him nowadays, they want to say like, oh man, freaking Tails, he's like mad, he's like frustrated that he's in Sonic Shadow. When some people like the fact that he fought Chaos 4 when characters fought Chaos 4, so we're not even totally sure like who exactly fought him, but more like he beat Eggman, like flat, fair and square. He beat Eggman on his own. So Tails is kind of like perpetually going backwards at a character, and he's just stuck there for some fucking reason. I kind of talked about it before, and like this like other live recording that I did the other day even, but yeah, like Sega, they're not really concerned about quality for games these days. They're more focused on like sales, and not much of anyone knows about that. And that happened like around the time that Sonic Colors was coming out. Sorry, that happened around the time Sonic Colors was coming out. So that's the issue there. And then Knuckles, like kind of same thing for Knuckles. Characters kind of non-existent. Like a whole lot of characters are getting flanderized. Is what we've been seeing for like years. Yeah, no one really talks about it when it comes to this game. Anyway, so let me just get to the ending. When it comes to like the last boss, how pathetic can we get when the last boss is, big surprise, is called the End. It's just called the End. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, just creatively bankrupt people. What the fuck? Like freaking, I'm not even gonna compare what that shit is. And that's like, the gameplay is really different when it comes to even tackling that thing. Freaking, it's like a shoot 'em up, dude. Like that's what that shit is. Like, since when does this become Toho? Like, this is not a Sonic game. This is a Toho game all of a sudden. So it's like that finally was fucking lame too. So you beat that, then that's it. Like kind of happily ever after, minus Sage, since she had to sacrifice herself. Whatever. Honestly, like I'm not all that sad that she went away, because she wasn't. She didn't like hold that much weight to the story at the end of the day, honestly. Unlike Shadow, even Neo Mel Sonic, I think that seemed like a good comparison, honestly. But like Chaos, like freaking, again, I'm sorry to say, but Sonic 1 and 2 had the better stories, like by leaps and bounds, even. Like when it comes to like the angels getting wiped out and the kids getting wiped out, like the reason why that shit with Tikal was so impactful was because it was integral to the story with Tikal and Knuckles. Since literally they race, and Tikal would be helping you because that's her spirit, that's her soul. has been trying to help you throughout the game. So I imagine the surprise on like especially you as a kid, and you realize, oh shit, oh wow, that's actually to call Soul that's helped me. What? No fucking way. Like she's still trying to help. Amazing. It did. Don't even start with Shadow, man. Oh my god. Like Maria. The fact that he was so fucking cocky because he knows he was ahead of the game compared to Sonic. Top of being cloned from him, essentially. And then him having to like stop freaking Bio-Lizard. Dying in the process after directly helping Sonic while you play as him throughout the game. And then the Chaos powers, like he was apparently mastered it. It's like just how many things can work it. And the fact that, oh my god, freaking ending for his own game. Like dude, like the way they did Shadow, at least between 06 and SA2 is like please better than all this shit. Like I can go forever. So it's like, I'm sorry Sage, like they try to do something with you, but and then like that one that one moment where they're like, oh man, Sonic's getting corrupted, he's about to die, but they resolved the issue within the same cutscene. Like we're on some fucking fairy tale shit. We're on some motherfucking Black Clover shit with that bullshit. Like, come on, people. Like, again, like it's baffling how Sega don't want to give us like good story. Cause oh man, like that shit down with like 06 and that shit with Forces when you're getting Infinite. Yeah, cause y'all didn't do a good job. So do a really good job, so I don't have to bitch that much. And then before, I might have this like a little earlier in the video, but before anyone complains, be like, man, you're just like you're freaking, is it too hard? Like you're just an old head, you're an old fuck, you need it. Where was this when it came to Alice Mark's live review, and when it came to with Dunkey, because he has some good points too. Like he was memeing at the time, sure, but still, the fact that he was running into issues like that, like on a casual run, ridiculous. Yeah, so it's like when it comes to like the fans for this game, like they want to blame other shit than actually blame Sega. Wow, we just that bitter. Because we don't be getting Sonic shit like constantly. Okay, y'all. I mean, like we're talking about the Sonic fans anyway, so I kind of realized that we're in deep shit anyway. Guys, don't even start with Sonic fans. Oh fuck. I feel like I feel like even they like forget how infamous they are. Which funny that I say that because like Christian is part of all that shit. But anyways, getting off topic. So look, y'all. Like, when it comes to like, again, I might late on this, like I said before in the video, but yeah, Frontiers ain't it. Just like how people want to praise Forces, and that wasn't it. This is not one of the games, and before someone's like, oh well, like I mean, this is Sega trying to be on the right track. And so then, the other thing too is that when it comes to the negative reviews of the game, no one talks about those. And when they bring up like really good points, no one's shutting those down. Like the fact that the frame speed is like underwhelming and like not in a good spot. The fact that the game's fucking easy and you can just coast the game once you spam fishing. The fishing ain't hard. Like it ain't on some friggin' SA1 shit with like big fishing. and freaking Big's like next to you fishing too, so it's like they know what that shit is. So it's like again, like the stuff happening with this game is like kind of nuts. I don't know about y'all. God, man. So as pretty much why I'm not getting let the game myself, of course. So yeah. So it's like, I guess y'all should ask yourselves, like, is an easy Sonic game a good game with questionable story? Like, I'm not sure about y'all, but that sounds like a 5 to a 6 out of 10 to me. And you know, like along with the glitches, because yeah, like the game has like some glitches too, and like not the best like design like in the world as well. And then when it comes like the DLC, we'll have to see. I'll have to cover that when I can, and I guess I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, until then, this is Hot Take Central, and I'm out. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.